What is up, guys? Player One Gaming here. Today I'm going to be making my Week 6 prediction video for the Big Ten. So let's go over all the games that are playing this Saturday. Uh, football starts, Thursday night football starts in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to be watching that. So I got to get this uploaded now. And I have another video for tomorrow. So let's move on to the first game. Maryland and number 15, Michigan. So Michigan had a close comeback victory versus Northwestern. We all know that. I watched the game and I was very upset with the game in the first half because of how bad my team is doing. And then they go down one ranking to 15. Now, Maryland is coming off a bye week. I don't remember who they played last. I don't know. I know that they beat Texas in week 1. They lost to Temple in another week. I don't remember. But I'm going to be going with Michigan here. Maryland has got a okay offense, but yeah, they got a very good run game, but their defense is very poor. So I think it's the defense that's the poor. But yeah, it's their defense. Their defense is not good. So I'm going with Michigan here because you know what Michigan does whenever they go up against a pretty bad defense, and it's not going to be like it next week because Michigan plays Wisconsin next week, and you know how good they are. So, even though I think they're overrated, but I'm going with Michigan here. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout because of how we played against Northwestern, but I'm going with Michigan because, I don't know if Maryland. I don't want to say they're better than Northwestern. I don't think they are. I think they might be a little worse. Maybe they're about the same, but I'm going with Michigan here. Northwestern and Michigan State. Now this is an interesting one. The last time I said that, it wasn't very interesting. The last time I said this is an interesting game, it was Michigan State and Indiana, and that game was very uninteresting. Michigan State is ranked. Northwestern is not. Michigan State has not played well. Even against Central Michigan, they allowed 20 points. I don't know. Northwestern played very well against Michigan in the first half. And, I think Northwestern's going to go out there and get the win. I'm calling for an upset, and yes, it is an upset. I bet, there's some people I saw comment. Somebody said, would Northwestern beating Michigan State even be, would that be a upset win or upset loss, I guess, for Michigan State? And I said, yeah, because Northwestern has a worse record. Michigan State has a better record than Northwestern. They are ranked. But by the way Michigan State's been playing and the way that, I bet you Michigan State is seeing their record and knowing that they're probably not a great team. They may play down to them. I don't know. Northwestern may go out there and surprise Michigan State. So I'm going to call for their second win of the season for Northwestern. Just because of how well they played against the Michigan defense, and since they're like one of the best in the country, I'm going with Northwestern. Illinois and Rutgers. I'm going with Illinois here. I don't like. Well, I do. I do like ragging on Rutgers for how bad they are, but Illinois isn't that great of a team either. Like, who was it that played Rutgers? It was Indiana. Indiana played Rutgers. I thought Indiana would be a good team for Michigan State to play, but Indiana's not even that great. They barely beat Rutgers, and Rutgers is terrible. We all know this. Illinois is probably, well, I think when I looked on ESPN, people gave Illinois a 63% chance of beating Rutgers, and I agree with that. I thought it would be a little bit more even, but I pretty much agree with that. Illinois is going to win here just because of how bad Rutgers is. That might be the last time I say Illinois is going to win. I don't know. I don't know who they play after this. Iowa and Minnesota. I think this is a rivalry game. I think they play it for a trophy or something, like some pig trophy. I don't remember. But and I don't really care. But I'm gonna go with Iowa here. Minnesota's not that great of a team, even though they did fairly well their first couple of weeks. They got killed by Maryland, and a good team doesn't get killed by any team unless they're just the best, especially an unranked team. Like I'm not trying to say Maryland's really bad, but because they beat Texas and Texas is pretty good. And but Minnesota, you don't lose to a Maryland by that much points and be considered a good team. Yeah, and I'm only saying that because Maryland's unranked. So Iowa had a close game with Wisconsin, and Wisconsin's a good team. I'm going with Iowa to win here. Indiana, Ohio State. Indiana is not a good team. Ohio State's a very good team. For sure the favorite to win the Big Ten. I don't think that they're worse than Wisconsin. It's gonna be because Wisconsin beat Iowa. It's gonna be Ohio State and Wisconsin in the uh Big Ten championship game, unless somehow Michigan just wins the rest of their games, or Michigan State wins the rest of their games, or whatever. Or maybe Penn State. I don't know. I think if Michigan beats Ohio State and Penn State beats Michigan, then Penn State may earn it. I don't know. It was kind of the same thing in 2016. Michigan beat Penn State and Penn State beat Ohio State. But then Ohio State beat Michigan, so Penn State got in the Big Ten championship, even though Michigan beat them. In week 4, it was like 49-10 was the final score, and they made it and we didn't, because we lost in a bull crap last second play run by JT Barrett that wasn't a first down. All because of that, Penn State made the Big Ten championship. So, and that's the reason we didn't have a shot in the playoffs in 2016. So, I'm going with Ohio State here. I got off subject there. I'm going with Ohio State here to win, just because they're a way better team and they're not going to lose anymore. I don't think. I don't know. I don't see them losing if they can't lose to Ohio State. If they don't lose to Penn State, they're not going to lose to anybody. Nebraska and Wisconsin. I would say if this was some other team that Wisconsin would struggle, they're not going to struggle. Nebraska's offense is terrible. They're so bad, and the defense probably worse, honestly. The Wisconsin defense is amazing. It's going to be like the Michigan game. It's just going to be a blowout. Wisconsin's going to win here and move on and win this one. Is there any more games? Nope. The bye weeks, Penn State and Purdue are on their bye weeks for week 6. I don't know who Penn State plays after this or Purdue. I'd have to look it up. Here, I'll go to it right now. All right, so Purdue plays Illinois next week, and Penn State plays Michigan State. So that's Penn State's next game and Purdue's next game, and I will make my predictions for those videos, for those games, next week. After Saturday. I don't know. I need to pay attention to how Michigan State does. We'll see how they do against Northwestern, and then I'll probably base my decision off of that. I mean, my decision's probably already made on it, honestly, but we'll see. Let's see how they do. It probably won't change no matter what, but whatever. So that's my prediction video for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Patriots Colts start in an hour and a half. I'm still in that same time zone. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.